baked cheesecake is arguably one of my favourite desserts. You just can't beat that definition between a crisp base and a creamy top. And then this one is finished off with delicious strawberries and strawberry syrup. So I've got my oven preheated to 180 degrees, and the best bit for me is the base for cheesecake. If you mess that up, there's no point. So this is the best way to do it. I've got some crushed oat biscuits, and then for a little bit of texture and extra flavour, some toasted flaked almonds, and I've just whizzed those up in a food processor. And then to bind that all together, some melted butter. Then tip it into a lined springform tin and push it into the base and sides with the back of a spoon. And really push the mixture up the sides as well, and that's going to give you that trademark cupped base. That goes into an oven at 180 degrees for 5 minutes, just to firm up slightly. Right, so the base has had 5 minutes. Now, this is really crumbly and delicious, but I want to make sure that none of the filling seeps out. So we want to create a little bit of a glaze. I'm just going to use some egg white for that. And that will form just a bit of a protective barrier to keep all of that filling in. And that goes back in the oven just for a couple of minutes. Oh, it smells so good, really buttery, rich and nutty. Now that needs to sit there and cool, and that's going to just firm up enough to hold in all the filling. So now I've got a tin filled with water, and that's going to go straight into the oven, and I'm going to turn that down to 140, ready for the cheesecake. Now for the filling. I've got cream cheese, the essential part of any cheesecake, and then sugar and vanilla, and then some flour. And then just mix that together till it's smooth. So once that's nice and smooth, go in with the sour cream and then the double cream. And again, mix it all together until it's incorporated. And then with the motor still running, just go in gradually with the eggs, one at a time. It's really important you go slowly at this stage to make sure each egg is beaten in before the next one's added. And then for richness, a couple more egg yolks. And then just to counteract all of that richness, a little bit of acidity from some lemon juice. Finally, a pinch of salt. Yeah, really velvety smooth. So this mixture goes straight onto my base, and then just get that nice smooth top, just give it a bit of a shake. Now this needs to go into the oven for about 1 hour and 20 minutes at 140 degrees. And temperature control is really important when baking a cheesecake. So after it's finished cooking, turn the oven off and leave it for 45 minutes. Then take it out of the oven, leave it to cool to room temperature, and then chill it for 4 hours or overnight if possible. Right, so my cheesecake is cooked and cooled, and just look at that. You've got this beautiful rise on it, it's lovely golden top and lovely shine as well. Now to top the cheesecake, I've got some strawberries that have just been cooked in a really simple sugar syrup. That sugar syrup is going to pull some of the natural juices out and give you this lovely strawberry syrup. And I'm just going to reduce that down for a minute or so until it's nice and thick. So time to turn out the cheesecake. Just carefully remove it from the tin and then take away the paper. Then, using a knife, carefully remove it from the paper. So then, time to decorate. It's always the best bit. Now, there's no hard and fast rules about how to decorate a cheesecake like this. I think just make sure the top looks packed full of strawberries and really inviting. And then you can take that syrup off the heat and then just spoon that over the top of the strawberries. So just leave that to cool for a second and your baked strawberry cheesecake is ready to serve.